ESG investing. ESG investing is gaining popularity in India also. Why is it gaining so much popularity? I have no clue, but it is a very great way of attracting investments, because a lot of people believe that making money is incidental to being good, right? So, and there is enough data to prove that ESG investing is, ESG companies are doing better than non-ESG companies. That is also very easy because a tech company does not have to do hire labor in China, treat them badly, put them in cramped offices in Bangladesh and India. So they don't have to do all those kind of stuff. So obviously IT companies, and now there is an IT boom. So assuming you are an ESG company in the US and you had bought Facebook, Google and companies like that in your ESG portfolio, fairly obvious that your ESG portfolio will look very good, and you will be able to substantiate and say, look how well we are doing. But let us get the figures right. The ESG industry worldwide is 42 trillion. I'm sure none of us can understand trillion. Trillion is 1 followed by 12 zeros, that is a million. So 40 million is the amount of money which is got by the 42 million is the amount of money that is lying with the ESG funds. And they bought the right companies, because they would have, what would have they not bought? They wouldn't have bought Coal India, they wouldn't have bought Exxon, they wouldn't have bought ONGC, they wouldn't have bought, but they would have bought TCS, they would have bought Infosys, and they would have bought maybe Wipro, Mindtree. So fairly obvious that they are doing very well, but then that could be a bias. And it is too short time frame even in the US to talk about ESG investing being a success. To me it looks like, well, we'll have a look at it in 2035 and see how it has performed. I think it's one more fad, but right now I'm not commenting. Many ESG funds will avoid, I mean obviously all ESG funds would avoid companies which are fossil fuel like Coal India, but they would all go and put money into solar. So whether solar is good for the world or the footprint of creating solar is worse than footprint of creating coal, we will know about it much later, right? So it is like a self-fulfilling prophecy and driven by liquidity. Tremendous amount of inflows, considering that there is a outflow from other active managed companies. The amount of money that is coming into ESG is not something small, not insignificant. Can I have an ESG index? Can I have an ESG index fund? Well, let's wait. I'm sure we are on the way and we will create these things. Largely it is have the intended effect, because the number of companies being chased is very little. So if somebody were to make a list of ESG companies in India, the Tata Group would walk into it because it has got a good name for governance. The material of what they did with Cyrus Mistry or Nadia tapes and those things have to be ignored, or what happened in Tata Finance, those things have to be of course ignored. Once you say Tata's, it has to be top of the ESG. So you take Tata's and so therefore you will get the Tata's, you will get the TCS, it will walk in, Infosys will walk in, I think HDFC Bank will walk in, Reliance will not walk in for whatever reason. So therefore these are companies which are doing well, and if you are an ESG company, you are allowed to take an extra weight. You did not take a weight according to the index, so chances are you will be overweight in these companies. And these companies, if they do well, if banks do well, if that's it, because banks, there is no question of E and S, it is largely G. Now if suppose you lend money to HDFC Bank, or you invest money in HDFC Bank, and HDFC Bank's portfolio 25% is in Reliance, are you being an ESG investor? I do not know, I am just asking. I think ESG is a fad, so I don't need to answer these questions. I will not invest in a mutual fund just because it is talking about ESG, because given Indian conditions, I am not able to create a ESG portfolio. I look at my portfolio and I say, this company may not qualify in ESG. Reliance, for example, for these people who are ESG people, Reliance will not qualify, and Reliance is there in my portfolio, HDFC is there in my portfolio. I do not know whether it qualifies for them, but it qualifies for me. Then there are companies which are perhaps insignificant in the eyes of the ESG. Like for example, I have shares of Coromandel International, which makes pesticides. It also makes chemical pesticides, it also makes non-chemical pesticides, so I do not know whether it will ever qualify. But I'm going to stick around with these companies anyway. So to me, ESG as of now doesn't matter. And I think it is in the early stages. I mean, calling it a bubble is too early, but one will have to see what is happening. With so much money going into index funds and ESG still being able to attract money is very clear. I think people somewhere feel in their conscience that I'm investing in an ESG company, immaterial of understanding how the company list is made up. So how will you determine the companies which are trying to do the right thing in the broad, and I think it's very subjective. You cannot make a very strong checklist and say, are they doing this, I mean, you look at and say, do they have an independent board? Now the Vedanta board looks very, very independent, but this very independent board said that at 87 rupees 50 paise you should buy the share, and now they have suddenly declared a dividend of almost 10 rupees. So I have no clue how the price of the share could have been 87, but that the board approved, so which means it has got good governance. Look at the board is strong. So I just think these are all structured products. I mean, definitely it's a structured product. Over 20-25 years you heard many such stories. Should you be buying companies like Coke and Pepsi because of ESG? Maybe not. I wouldn't buy because they're spreading diabetes, children diabetes, right? Pediatric diabetes is discovered by these people or created by these people. To me, that is bad governance. So, but does the board of Coke or Pepsi get up and say, no, this product is bad, it has too much sugar? The answer is they don't. So I don't get into the morality of investing, except that because a few friends got cancer, I decided to get out of ITC. Because of farmer suicides, I got out of Monsanto. But these are only two companies where I will not invest because of ESG. And obviously I will not invest in companies which are into tobacco anyway. But if I invest in a company, in a mutual fund, which I have, which has bought a lot of ITC, do I get rid of that fund? No. So I am at best a fake guy, because yes, I don't invest in ITC directly, but ITC is there in my portfolio, right? This is exactly like saying I don't eat eggs, but I don't mind eating eggs, cake which has got eggs. So I mean, if you hide the egg, I'm willing to eat, but directly if you give me an omelette, I'll say no, main anda nahi khata, right? So that is what will happen. We will all do some kind of a closet ESG or something like that, and we will keep looking at the companies which are there in the ESG portfolio and say chuckle, ye dekh, ye company bhi ghus gaya ESG mein. Because seeing how the governance works in a company is almost impossible for the analyst. The questions to ask is, what happens in your board meeting? Do these guys open their mouth to other than to eat the salted cashew and the sandwich? What else do they do? Do they ever disagree with your very famous, world famous chairman? Do they ever question these things, or are they just create a fight, or is it that they disagree with everything to look smart? You look smarter when you say negative things. So do they do that? Do they really add value to the board? We have no clue on all these things. So to be able to create, and my peeve against ESG investing is I am unable to create a portfolio of good ESG companies representing all. Like for example, in the construction industry, you don't expect to find a company which is ESG compliant. So how do you do? Do you say, okay, let me ignore the sector, let me ignore energy? I don't know. So my view is this looks like a fad, and like all fad, it will have a expiry date, and at that time we will meet again. Thank you.